All right, welcome back. Now that you've gotten your flyers, you'll probably have some questions about that, and we'll let you ask those questions in a little while. But I want to have the sub take roll, and when they take roll today, I want you to give them the instrument that you're planning on playing. Of course, unless it's percussion, because we know that you'll be a percussionist. But if you're in the woodwind class, you'll need to let them know if you are playing the flute, the clarinet, or the saxophone. And if you're in the brass class, you'll need to let them know if you're playing the trumpet or the trombone. So you can pause here and take roll and make sure you let them know which instrument you're planning on playing. Even if you don't have that one yet, make sure you let them know. All right, welcome back. And hopefully you've got that all figured out. And if you don't have that figured out yet, it's okay. And if you decide to change your mind about which instrument you're going to play, you can still do that. It's not too late. The only tricky part is that if you change from like a trumpet to a clarinet, we'll have to change your whole schedule because you'd have to be in a different class. So if you're in the brass class, we're planning on you playing the trumpet or the trombone. If you're in the woodwind class, the clarinet, the flute, or the saxophone are the options for that class. And we'll talk about more instruments later on throughout the year, and we'll start adding some other varieties of instruments as we get going. But let's talk about our supply list for just a little bit. There'll be another flyer handed out, and we'll have them pass that out now. This is the supply list flyer. And you might already have all this because you should have gotten it in your registration packet, but I'll have the sub pass that out now just so that you can see it. You can pause here. Great. I'm assuming everybody has their flyer now about supplies, and this is what you need for band. And you'll need to have this by no later than Tuesday of next week, so make sure everything's in your hands by then. First of all, you need your working instrument every single day. This is something that we use every single day. It is our tool for this class. It's what we learn on every single day. You'll see the lockers around the room, and they will be the places to store those instruments. And we'll show you more about the room here in a minute. If you are a woodwind instrument and you play the saxophone or clarinet, you'll need to have 3 to 4 reeds all the time in your case. And they have to be good working reeds, not broken reeds or chipped reeds. So please make sure that you have them. Size 2 saxophone or clarinet reed would be the best size for us to start on. They're not too hard to play on, and they're a good working reed. If you have the choice, I would prefer you buy clarinet Mitchell-Lurie size 2 or saxophone Hemke size 2. But any saxophone or clarinet size 2 reed will work. You'll also need a modified cleaning kit for your instrument, whether it's brass or woodwind. You'll need a swab for a flute, a clarinet, or a saxophone. That's pretty much your whole cleaning kit is a swab. Maybe a mouthpiece brush to clean out your mouthpieces if you play the saxophone or the clarinet. And cork grease for saxophones and clarinets as well. But flutes, all you really need is the cleaning stick that comes in your flute case and some kind of a handkerchief to put through that. That is your cleaning kit. For trumpets and trombones, you'll need valve oil, trombone slide oil or cream, and tuning slide grease, and a snake. These are the most essential parts of keeping your instrument healthy. A mouthpiece brush is also a great idea. You can acquire these also at the evening of the rental show or at any music store in town. You'll need a pencil in class every single day, and you'll need to make sure that that is ready to go all the time. I keep mine in my case so that I have one ready to go for every single rehearsal. If you happen to forget yours, I will have them on my desk, and you can borrow one, but you always have to leave a shoe if you're going to borrow a pencil because they seem to walk off faster than the shoes do. So please make sure you have a pencil every single day unless you like to take your shoes off in class. But please have your own pencil. I'd appreciate that. You'll need your instrument level type band book, and the book that we will be using this year is called their names. We're using a new band book method this year, and it is entitled Measures of Success, and it looks like this. You need it for the instrument that you are going to play. So if you're playing the flute, you need to have the Flute Book 1, Measures of Success. They will have it at the instrument rental show or any music store in town if you already have your instrument. This is up to you to purchase for our class. If you are in brass class, make sure you get a trumpet one if you play the trumpet, or a trombone one if you play the trombone. Percussion book. Now, percussionists, yours is a little bit more expensive because yours is really thick. It has a lot of information in there because we have double the duty of everybody else. We play so many different instruments, and they're all in this book. So you need this book, Percussion Book 1. It includes keyboard percussion and snare drum percussion, and we will be learning that this year. Percussionist, one thing I forgot to mention for you is that you need to make sure you have a bell kit. Now this is going to be your instrument for the year. I know you see a bunch of percussion equipment in the back of the room. We will get to that eventually throughout the year, but your instrument that you can pack back and forth for practice at home and here at school is called a bell kit. It will come with a set of concert bells inside and a small drum pad. Please don't bring a snare drum to school, because if we had 15 percussionists playing snare drum in one class, I would go deaf, and so would everybody else in the class this year. So make sure it has a drum pad and a set of bells, sticks, and mallets, as well as your band book. All right, if you have any questions, you can pause here and ask those now.